here I come, yeah! I've waited all my life to get out of the trenches. I'm ready to fight for.
Welcome to Piggzport Super Speedway. We are here for 30 laps of racing here at Piggzport Super Speedway. I can't believe I just said it again. We will not be coming back to this track next year, but we will be racing here for now. Now on the pole is Sheila Sullivan. Starting second is Gene Evans. Third, Derek Fletcher. Fourth, Carol Fletcher. So husband and wife and side by side in row 2. So this is a 30-lap race. The racing was good last season. I believe there was a big pile-up though on lap 1. Then after that, it was pretty minuscule, very nice, small, good racing. Now this is a bit of a long race, but not really. But we'll just see what happens. And the finish line's kind of a funny thing. It's kind of like a Talladega thing almost. A very shorter turn here. So you've got the Talladega-like turn. They call that turn 4. It's ridiculous, but green flag is out. See, they're in the middle of the turn. Start finish line's right there right on the exit. Sheila Sullivan taking the lead. Here's turn 1. And here's turn 2. And we know what turn 3 and turn 4 is, so. Derek Fletcher's up to second. My stomach is growling like a madman. So Sheila Sullivan leading right now. There's Derek Fletcher. Philip Chingali looking for third. And Carol Fletcher is already down to the bottom. Trying to look for fourth here. Holy crap, that one car's down low. Benjamin Mimoso making it 4 wide. And they're doing pretty good right now. Philip Chingali looking for the race lead, looking for his first win of his Cup Series career. Trying to get a win to get into the LCQ. Still no caution. We're staying green as Derek Fletcher leads the race. Zachary Rogers back here, who had a good week. There's James Francis. There's last week's winner. A lot of these drivers did not finish last week at APO when we had that big 20-car wreck. And so far, they've kept it clean here. Sheila Sullivan back out front. Logan Scott looking down low. Logan Scott's last win came at Daytona. That's also his only win of the season. So looking to be a superstar, super speedway ace here. As there is a bit of a cutoff in the pack here. There's Kate Harala. There's another driver that almost won last week, as well as her daughter Brenda Harala and Michael Santos. Let's see if we can find those drivers here. There's Michael Santos in 21st. Brenda Harala, you have to go all the way back here. I think some of these drivers are trying to keep it safe now. That is good, but it can also be bad. Anyway, these drivers are keeping it very clean. Sheila Sullivan leading still. As we are 4 laps complete here at Piggzport. We are back here, and pit stops have begun. James Francis, Benjamin Mimoso, Tony Vieira all on pit road. So expect pit stops. This is going to be the pit stop area. Now we might have caution depending how the cars come off of pit road. The way this pit road is funny, the cars they hug next to where the pit stalls all are, and it gets very tough. Look at them flying in. This is what I'm talking about. Look how close they are. So a lot of drivers are coming in. Oh, slow down! Right into the back of the 48. We've got 6 cars here. I believe we have 8. 8 cars stayed out. This is what I'm talking about. Look how close they run. And like you can see it right back there. Cars get hit. Cars get hit. Look, Michael Santos has front end damage. The cars do not know how to keep themselves clean here, and this is not going to be good. Logan Scott out first from that group. I hate the camera angles on this track. Philip Tringali out first for his group. His brother Nico behind him. Kate Harala, there's Paul Sedania, and yep, here we go. We have a caution! What do we have a caution for? Derek Fletcher's down there. We have cars that did not pit, that ran out of fuel. Michael Naylor, Austin Alves. I'm going to have to look. Alright. Oh, let's take a look at what caused our caution. Derek Fletcher ran out of gas before the start-finish line after he had went by pit road, and here comes Austin Alves. Bam, baby! Just gave the 0-1 a big push, and that is why Austin Alves' day ends. So there's the cause of our caution. And this is what I'm talking about when cars have problems. They keep going down pit road on this track. They're idiots. This is why we're not coming back here next season, because the track sucks. You've got Austin Alves is the only driver out. Michael Parker leads, and the camera angle sucked too. Michael Parker leads, and Kate Harala, Philip Tringali, Logan Scott, Kate Rogers, Samuel York, who just went into pit road, Tony Vieira, Allison Rogers, Nathan Rogers, and Michael Chickens. Green flag is back out. I really do not enjoy this track. Kate Harala making a move for the race lead here over Michael Parker. She almost had her first one last week, and now she's probably looking for it again this week. Allison Rogers now looking for the race lead. Boy, this I fast forwarded the 5 laps to go because this track racing is just awful. Michael Naylor has a big 4.5-second lead over Kate Rogers. There's 2 cars in front of him. Kate Rogers second, Logan Scott third, Allison Rogers fourth. Fifth, Kate Harala. Battle for 6 between Sheila Sullivan and Michael Parker. 8th is Nico Tringali. 9th, Michael Kidney. And 10th is Stephanie Manas. Why did I see smoke there? Did I see smoke or was I imagining it? I'm imagining things. Logan Scott making the move there for second on Kate Rogers, and they have caught up. They're gaining because Michael Naylor does not have draft help. Michael Naylor is going to be hoping to hang on. Oh, man, they're by him. Sisters Kate and Allison coming up. And there will be an announcement. A lot of drivers will be changing teams after race 28. That is the final race before the chase. They will be changing teams. And I will have to go over who's going where. We'll deal with the season 3 finalities later. But Michael Naylor leads. And Logan Scott he's flying up here, man. He's flying up here. He has this. There's nobody close by. Michael Naylor leading. There's Logan Scott. He's there. If the sisters here, Allison and Kate, can get anything, they're both looking for their first wins. And the reason there why the 17 team is kicking out Kate because she has not performed. They will be taking a rookie driver that is to be announced. Logan Scott side by side with Michael Naylor. Now Allison Rogers is going to look for the race lead. 2 to go coming up. Logan Scott looking for that second win of the season. Allison Rogers looking for her first. Now it's 3 wide. Kate Rogers decides to make it 3 wide. And Scott Green is going to come into play. Will Logan Scott's teammate help him? He does. He holds up the 93 of Allison Rogers. Kate Rogers got held up a little bit. She is still there. Allison Rogers and Michael Naylor, they are not going to be able to catch back up. Logan Scott or Kate Rogers. Who is it going to be? And Kate Rogers is not there. She's losing ground. As Philip Tringali has fallen way back. I don't think anybody else is out of the race. Oh, I lied. Yeah. So these 2 cars are out of the race. We'll figure out why later. But Benjamin Dion and Jim Morton are out of the race. I'll find out in a minute. Last lap. Allison Rogers back up top. Going to pass her sister here for second. Michael Naylor doesn't know who to help. He's helping the 17. Logan Scott's going to sail away with this one. After finishing last week at 8 Bowl, Kate Rogers, though, is going to get a 4th place finish. Logan Scott is going to win it at Piggzport. Come on, Jim Morton is not out of the race. He is just a whole crap load of laps down. Logan Scott wins today's race. Allison Rogers second. Michael Naylor third. And then Kate Rogers fourth. Kate Harala fifth. Then Michael Parker, Micah Kidney, Nico Tringali is 8th. Frank Linares 9th. And Steve Cavallo 10th. Then Tony Vieira, Stephanie Manas, Nathan Rogers, John Linares, Peyton Goodwin 15th. Samuel York, Adam Rogers, Cindy Vieira, Paul Sardinia, and Brenda Harala 20th. Sheila Sullivan, Zachary Rogers, and Philip Tringali, his 23rd last car on the lead lap. Cars a lap down, Scott Greeny, Michael Beeson in 25th, Gene Evans, Karen Vieira, Derek Fletcher, Peter Sands, Ryan Shea in 30th, Peggy Bowling, James Francis, Daniel Carnero, Benjamin Mimoso, Amy Medeiros 35th, Michael Santos, Michael Amato, Carol Fletcher 38th, 39th, 2 laps down, Michael Jenkins, 40th, 6 laps down, Jim Morton, 7 laps down in 41st, Benjamin Dion, and out of the race is Austin House. We're heading back to Bristol. Oh boy. Oh man. We'll see you at Bristol.